Anyway guys, let me be serious now. So today's video, hey guys, today's video Charlie, today's video today's video is basically how your girl disgraced herself in the UK. So these are some of the embarrassing things I did when I arrived in the UK. Mind you, I'd never traveled abroad in my life, so it was my first time. So there are lots of things that were new to me, but I disgraced myself. Hey, number one was evolving doors. You know, there are some evolving doors that you don't need to push, it just moves you. So me, I just entered the place, I stood there and I was like, okay, because I didn't want to push it now, thinking that maybe it's, it would turn. That's how I stood there until I noticed that I came out and I saw some people pushing and I said, okay, this one is not moving, but there are some that actually move. So that was like the first thing, and I was like, ever since then I was like, okay, then I know what to do now. Well, there are some that, like I said, they move by themselves. And then this one was like, I think this one was like the most embarrassing one. I was entering the bus. Now this time my friend, that my classmate kind of, she had already been there for a few months before I came in. So so we were going to the bus, and I didn't know that the way it works over there is that they have different bus stops. So even if your house is like, how will I put it, if you're on the bus has to stop at the different bus stops. So if your house is before the bus stop, you can't come down. That's how your girl was like, see my house, like we're on the bus. So I thought I could just come out anytime I wanted, so I was like, see my house. So like my friend is like, no, you can't come down, like they need to get to the stop. And I was like, but see my house now, let the driver stop. Like my friend was like, God, don't disgrace me. Like that's how I was already coming, as I was already going to the front, and my friend was not explaining to me, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I thought like it's near my house, just drop me. But that was like number two embarrassing thing I did when I was there. Number three, like their greetings. So some of their greetings sound like insults in Nigeria. So for example, over there, particularly in Nottingham, they'll say, you're right fam, you're right mate, you're right, whatever. And you're right really means like, hope you're fine kind of thing. For me, I was like, I'm alright. Are you okay? Me, I'm fine, except there's something wrong with you. Like I thought it was an insult when they're like, you're right. In my mind, I'm like, I'm fine, are you okay upstairs? But basically, like after a while, I realized it was the greeting. And then there was another one, they would say, you're right doc, or you're right docky. And I'm like, I'm not a dog, I'm not an animal. I've seen a lot of things. Like I remember there was one mature guy that was fixing something, like it's like a plumber or something, I don't know. So it was like, you're right docky, or you're right. And I was like, I'm not a dog. And I was like, oh, that's what it calls people. And I'm like, really? So again, it's just a cultural difference that like things are different there. So with time you learn that the culture, there are some things that are pleasant to them, or like they are like greetings to them and might be like an insult to you, but with time you get to understand the way they talk, the way they greet. But that was just very funny because I took it so personal. And then also this one, it wasn't like I did it there, but when I was coming, I was telling my mom that I want to buy rechargeable, and she's like, for what? And my mom, I'm like, hey, that's true, they don't used to take light. Nigeria, they will take light. The good thing is that in Abuja, well, I don't know if it's a good thing, because if they are focusing on one country, if the government is focusing on one state, sorry, but there's light here in Abuja. Like there's light almost all the time, like almost 24 hours. They probably take it in the night or something, but most times there's light. So again, I like the fact that there's light, as in there's light there. You don't have to worry about charging your phone, you don't have to worry about charging anything, because there's light 247. So there are times then I would just unconsciously want to charge my phone, and I'm like, there's light, there's always light. But yeah. And also pricing stuff, this one I still do it. It depends on where you go. For example, if you go to a place that they have a label, you can't price. But if it's like a shop where you can tell, particularly shops that are maybe they're fixing phones and all that, I used to price. So if I'm going to buy, for example, I'm going to fix my phone and you tell me 50 quid or 50 pounds, I'll tell you, won't you do it for me for 45 or 40? And most times they would actually reduce. Like I price with people, and yeah, so. And I think I also ask them, for example, if I go and buy something and let's say the cloth is torn, I used to tell them that I want to reduce the price. There was a time I think they actually did, they reduced the price because it has paused. So I think they took like some pounds, £3 of it. So yeah, those are some of the embarrassing things I did. This is just a a short video. I hope you've found it funny. So again, when if you're traveling to school or for the first time, you might find that there's some things that you're not used to, but I would say you make those mistakes, you learn from them, you move on, and at the end of the day, you your culture. And one thing, this one is not embarrassing because it's the accent. Like I remember I would go, like I would say excuse me Josh, like people be looking at me like, what are you saying? But with time I realized that okay, you're in a different environment. It's not that I now change myself. When I'm with my Nigerian friends, I talk, or African friends, I talk normally, but when I'm with them, I try to say it in a way they understand. For example, if I'm in a lecture or they're asking questions, I'm not going to say excuse me sir, edge or whatever, like. But that's not really an embarrassing thing. It's just, yeah. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you found this video interesting. If you like to see more videos about my experiences in the UK, please comment down below what you'd like to see. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. As you're watching, you can just click that subscribe button. Yeah, thank you so much guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.